for people that are saying, why don't you just put Debbie in a pasture by herself? Because Debbie's got it under control, man. So today we have started with the task of getting Debbie out of Carl's pasture, and as you can see, she is really worn down. It has been a season of, we'll call it a season of love, but Debbie's about to take a staycation and go hang out with her friends.
Come on, sweetie.
And this is not a bad thing. Lester has a cup of grapes. He's not offering her a beverage in a red Solo cup there.
Come on, baby.
This happens to all feathered animals when there are minimal amounts per male.
Well, you don't put saddles on ostriches.
No, you can't put a saddle on ostriches. People put saddles on their chickens. We put saddle on Gloria, which used to be Cornholio's partner. And it's kind of from,
Come on, baby.
it's too much dating. That's what we'll call it. Too much dating. D-A-T-I-N-G. But Debbie has been Carl's partner. What's wrong, baby? And, you know, Tina and Wanda are just too injured to be able to be in with Carl. So Debbie is the one who wanted to be. And over time, this is what happens. So it's time to take a break. Normally by now, mating season has ended. But, well, Carl and Debbie wanted to prolong their love a little bit longer. So Debbie's about ready to have her first girls' night out in a while. And to take a break. And you can see some of her feathers are already coming back in. She's molted. So the season of molting happens the same time as mating season is done. Where are you going, baby? Come on.
Come on, over here, love.
This way, sweetie. Go with Dad. Go with Dad.
Maybe she wants to go towards the other birds. Here, sweetie.
They're all like, could we get some of that cup? Could we?
I'm not careful, she's going to turn around and run back on us.
No, sweetie, come on.
Come on, Daddy.
Go with Dad.
Come on, Daddy.
She has a grape in her throat. But this will give her some time to rest and heal and a break from Carl. And this will give Carl the break from his cycle. It's very strange how when they're placed in the situation that their cycles and hormones just stay in line with that season unless it's removed. Now in the wild, they wouldn't have fence barriers that would lock them in, and there would be more females to male, and then there would be a lead female, and then there would be a lead male too. Of course, that's not how it goes here. So we have to take things into our own hands. She doesn't like to walk on the rocks. Nobody likes to walk on the rocks. So just kind of trying to help her get over here. And then we will make decisions about Tat as well, Tat and Charlie, because obviously they're males. Now they're not developed enough yet to do things, but we still want to have, you know, precautionary things and be able to give her truly the break that she needs. Go on, go in. And these are herd animals, so for people that are saying, why don't you just put Debbie in a pasture by herself? Because Debbie's got it under control, man.
Tat better watch himself.
Yeah.
Charlie too. Look how big Charlie got.
Yeah, well.
Charlie is as big as Tat now.
Debbie got bigger. They're herd animals, and, you know,
Wait, that's not Tat. That right there.
That's Tat and Charlie right there.
Yeah. But you can see how
Yeah.
Debbie looks compared to all of them.
Yeah, Debbie just looks wretched. Sorry. She does. And she needs a break. And being with the herd will boost her spirits and help her heal. But right now, they're going to go ahead and figure out who's on top. And
They're being catty.
they're being a little
Don't
catty.
do it, Wanda. Just back up, baby. That's
Wanda.
Debbie.
Wait a minute.
Tina, you're going to hurt your foot.
That's Tina.
Tina, you're going to hurt your foot.
And Wanda's over here got her party dress on already, making sure. This is funny. So Wanda sees another lady enter the pasture and she doesn't stand up to her. She puts her party dress on so that the males keep looking at her instead of the new girl. That's ridiculous. Everybody's up in arms.
Jamie, right now, because they're all up and about, I can't tell who is. This is Tat right in front of me.
I would say this is Tat. I know Tat because Tat is the tallest. And that's Tina.
This is Debbie. She's
Debbie is the
white
lightest in color of everybody.
color. And behind her over there is Susan.
Yeah.
Or is that Susan? Why do they all look like males to me?
You know what's funny is I would say that a long dang time. Nobody believed me.
All I know is who Tat is his big head.
Wow.
Bigger head.
See, I think that that's Charlie up here because of his tiny head.
Oh.
But
Oh.
I don't know. Charlie and Susan are very challenging for me, but the baffling pieces just keep on getting more baffling. I know that that's Tat because Tat's got hairy legs like a teenage boy gets, I guess. If you notice on the back of his, hold on a second, you can't see it from right here. The back of his little drumsticks, I'll just call them, you can see feathers growing down his leg. Move, Tat, so I can show them. See that right back there? Yeah. That's how I know who Tat is.
Yeah, Tat's pretty distinct.
And he's big.
He's bigger than Carl.
Yes, he's taller than Carl, which
He's
is
not as heavy yet.
terrifying to Lester and I.
Yes.
Because that's not good for us in the future in any way. So this is for now, for everybody that's got concerns, and you can see that Tat's feathers are starting to darken here and there as he molts.
Is they're going to say, why move her from Carl just to put her in there with two other males? But they're not mature enough.
Well, that's what I said, is that,
oh, you already said
yeah,
that.
I said that, Charlie and Tat are not threats in that way right now. They're trying to show who's bigger and more dominant in a just like stature way, but nobody is, nobody's dating over here, which is good because all the ladies need a break. The ladies really need a girls' night out. What, babe?
Look at the color of this beak and that beak compared to the other beaks. That has to be Susan over there.
Yeah, I think it is Susan. I was looking at that
Tat's
too.
beak is also red, and so is the one over here behind us, which has to be Charlie.
Which happens as males develop. So, yeah, that is, I think, Susan. Charlie has always been a little bit underdeveloped compared to Tat. Anyway, he was third born, and for whatever reason, that means something all around. And you can see Tat's feathers kind of darkening too. Charlie's feathers darkening too. So now I know that that's Charlie, and that is Susan. And Susan and Tina are good friends, and apparently Debbie and Wanda are gonna come together on a few things once they just got that whole like who's in charge thing out of the way. Anyway.
Yeah, so go get healthy, baby. You got a lot of grass here, a lot of rocks.
Yeah.
You got friends.
She's got all kinds of rocks to pick from now.
Go do your thing.
And plenty of grazing room and plenty of space to rest, good shade, great access to water. And Carl has those things too, guys. Carl has shade and water, and it's fine for him to be in that pasture. I know Lester would love for him to have 10 acres.
We'll talk about that. Whenever Carl calms back down and everyone becomes a big happy family again, we do have plans to eventually save enough money to put the same kind of fencing around the entirety of the property.
Yeah, this fencing is very expensive and cumbersome to build. And once we get to that point and we can put all of the fencing along this side, then safely we can move Carl over. And
or we have to small pasture them during the season of love.
The season of love. Well, this is what I call breaking the cycle, Lester, because their cycles sync up.
Yeah.
Much like human women do, ostriches do as well. And if they're except for when they're in with a breeding male, their cycle just keeps going and going and going, and they will relentlessly produce eggs. And it takes a toll on them. Not just the physical act of dating, but the actual production of eggs. So this will give Debbie a break, get some weight put back on her, let her rest, let her be with other females and sync up with their cycle, which is not happening right now, and be able to just recover. And then once Carl gets broken out of his cycle of dating, because the separation helps him as well, then Carl can come back over here and hang out and all will be well. And there will not be fighting because nobody's mating during that time. So mating won't start again until the fall. And this is a great time for everybody to sort of recover and recoup. It's great weather. And it's a beautiful time of the year. 'Tis the season. Yeah, to break the cycle.